At 3:03 a.m., the resident in 3B pressed her phone to the ceiling and hit record. Proof she wasn't imagining it. It's not the pipes. It's not the wind. It sounds like breathing? At 3:07, she emailed the management office. Subject line: something is living in the insulation. This is case number 0003, the attic thing. You're listening to Filed and Arranged, Property Management's Classified Circus. Real incidents, one catastrophe at a time. We've seen the files, we've read the reports. We tried to believe they were exaggerated. We were so wrong. Today's file: a noise complaint becomes a discovery, and the discovery starts talking back. Act 1. The scratching above Unit 3B. The work order said, probable raccoon. They always do. Maintenance climbed the hallway ladder with a flashlight, a grabber pole, and the confidence of a toddler who hasn't yet discovered gravity. The hatch above 3B slid open. A cold draft fell. Dust, fiberglass, and a smell like very old, stale cereal. They expected a pair of glowing eyes. Instead, they found a flattened sleeping bag, a plastic cup with a straw, a paperback book, and one single truth. Wild raccoons do not drink iced coffee. Act 2. The signs. To the left, snack wrappers and 3 neatly folded hoodies. To the right, a bucket, a pillow, and a small notebook. On the notebook cover, one word: observations. Inside, lines of careful handwritten notes. 3B leaves for work at 7:18. 2A fights with the microwave. Hallway HVAC turns on at 6:55. Too loud. We weren't dealing with wildlife here. We were dealing with one meticulous neighbor? Act 3. Contact. Management called the non-emergency police line for assistance. Everyone agreed. No one goes up until they arrive. However, the ceiling answered first. Squatter: you weren't supposed to see me. He sounded like a man apologizing for using the last K-cup at the office. I'm not a tenant, he said. I'm an observer. Sir, that is not a lease category. He continued, I don't exist on paper, so I don't owe rent. I'm invisible to rent. And there we have it, the philosophy of the invisible attic squatter. Act 4. Extraction. Officers arrived with a ladder, a ton of patience, and the faces of a team who has seen worse. Much worse. Sir, for your safety and ours, please come down. He lowered himself carefully. Dusty, barefoot, and oddly polite. You're not supposed to see me, he said. I time my steps with the HVAC. Clearly a statement of pride, as he gestured like a docent leading a museum tour. Police documented. Subject was compliant and claims non-tenant status. Area contained bedding, food waste, and one notebook labeled observations. Damage to insulation noted. He offered no resistance, only philosophy. I can accept removal. I just don't accept rent, he calmly stated. Observations? Excellent. Permissions? 0. Act 5. The aftermath. Squatter was escorted out without incident. Maintenance resealed the hatch and replaced the disturbed insulation. Every ceiling on the top floor got inspected that week. Unit 3B received a rent credit for their trauma. Unit 2A emailed, so the footsteps weren't a ghost? No, not this time. Management updated lease and building policies. Monthly crawlspace inspections implemented, also installed extra latches for additional security, and added new lease clause. No observers allowed. Lesson of the lease. If you can fit a sleeping bag there, it's a rentable space. And even if you're invisible to rent, you are very visible to trespass laws. This episode is based on real reports of attic squatters and hidden occupants. Names and some details have been changed, but our squatters' confidence has not. Next time on Filed and Deranged. Chanting in the walls. It's not a TV. Nope, not music. Just voices. Case number 0004. The chanting in Unit 4C.